Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for August 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th, Monday through Thursday. Now, I am going to use my Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards for the main reading. I will then follow up with my Guardian Angel Tarot cards, also by Radley Valentine. I will pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, this is the introduction, by the way. If you want, this will be on all the videos. If you want to bypass this introduction, and I hope you watch it at least one time, then go down to the timestamp, and that will take you to your main reading. Now, I'm also going to add a deck because, you know, I went shopping on Amazon. I mentioned that on the weekend readings, and I bought another deck at that time. Not sure. This is a very feminine and very sweet deck, but we're going to add this on to our readings. Also, you know, I will put a little posting or survey asking you how you like it. Anyway, this is the little book. This is Inspirational Wisdom from Angels and Fairies, and it is written by Frances Monroe, and the artwork is by Judy Mastrangelo. Hope I didn't mess that up too much. So that we will do that with the main readings. Now, for this, since this is the introduction, and you all know what that means, this is where I just kind of pull some cards to see what's going on in our universe. I will use my Waite Rider tarot cards, and I'll also use my Colette Baron Reid The Good Tarot. And I got that right. I didn't even look at it. Now, I have prayed. I have meditated. I have infused all the decks with Reiki energy, and whatever comes through comes through. I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power, God, Holy Spirit, and like I said, whatever comes through comes through. Now, I do like to tell you what's going on in the planets per se, so let's see what we have here. Now, Schumann resonance, which I have not really posted a whole lot, but it's been interesting because what it's been doing is it's been clear, and then we've had some streaking, and that's been the last couple of days. So to me, it's kind of like, activity, a little rest, activity, a little rest. So even today is Friday the 12th, there was some streaking of white. And when I talk about streaking, I mean the white energy, the solar storms, whatever this is, the energies were not necessarily the big white in your face type of energy, like, oh my gosh, let's all take a nap, or let's all just sit down, watch a movie, and eat chocolate and popcorn. It's just like, I need a break. But it has been streaking. So this could be very energizing. It could also be very tiring too, and very polarizing also. So let's see what we have going with the with my little notes on what's going on with the stars and the planets per se. So again, let's see. So on the, like I said, this is the 14th. We talked about what the 14 is. So this is the 15th. So on the 16th, we do have Mercury, which is in Virgo right now. And that's a very good energy. It's trining with Uranus, which is in Taurus. So both of those are earth energy. So this is going to affect our day-to-day life, our money, our job. Mercury is about communication. This is also, Uranus is expect the unexpected. So we could be hearing things about our work, job, career, our home life. But remember, Mercury likes Virgo, and Uranus has been in Taurus for a while, and they're trining each other. So that's actually a good connection. So whatever we're hearing, it could be one of those things that we're like, now I understand. I really do understand this. And also on the 18th, and this is quite lovely, we have Venus, which is in Leo, and this is also trining, which is a good connection, with Jupiter, which is retrograde in Aries. So this would be one of those things like, lucky in love type of energy. So this is a good thing. Mars will be entering Gemini on the 20th. Now the part that I find fascinating with that is Mars is going to be in Gemini for quite a while. Mars God, the planet of war, Aries energy, Gemini, well, Gemini air energy, all over the place. You take that, very intelligent, but still very aware of everything. You take that, you mix it with your Saturn. I know I talk about Saturn in Aquarius all the time. There's just a lot that can be happening during this time. And like I said, I think that Mars is going to be in Gemini for about 6 months, which it normally is not. But it goes forward, then there's a time it'll go retrograde, and then it'll go forward again. So that's going to be interesting. We'll learn more as we go through that. Okay, so let's see what we have. What's going on in the world? We'll ask higher power. What's going on in the world? What in the universe? What is it that we should know? Oops, a card already coming. New ideas, new information, new. So let's see. Swords is our air energy. It is our Aquarius, Gemini. We've got stuff going with Gemini. We're entering that. And it's also our Libra energy. It is our thought processes. It is hearing news. It's really making plans. So there's new plans, new strategies, new ideas, new awareness happening. Now it is reversed. Reversed is, to me, there's a lot of different ways. Well, there's a couple of ways to read reverse cards. To me, it means pay attention. Pay attention to what I'm saying. Not per se what I'm saying, but what higher power is saying. Pay attention a little bit more than you normally would. So let's see. Let's go on here. Let's cut a couple more, or let's shuffle, cut. Here we go. Oh. Okay, so again, Ace of Swords. Now numbers are very important. You know that. 1 is a new beginning, new start, new. It's new. Swords again, ideas, news itself. So like, oh, light bulb, things are happening. Now, I'm kind of getting something with this crown. Not quite sure. There's these, I don't know quite what those are per se. A lot of times there can be some olive energy going on with that. We do have some light coming from a gray cloud. So, and one of the things that I was doing, and this reminds me of this. So as I'm praying and meditating, I was reminded, and this is, we do know this, that it's always darkest before the dawn. So it's like, we just have little more, and we're like that little train that can just keep going, keep moving, keep our vibrations high, and, it's like right there, it's right there. But we've all been feeling that. Whatever it is, it's right there. So here we go, Ace of Swords, new ideas, new. I'm getting that, I'm getting a lot of light energy with that Ace of Swords also. So let's see what we've got here. We've got the Devil card. The Devil card. Now, this is Major Arcana. Major Arcana is more the universal energies. And remember when I said it's always darkest before the dawn. So we have a 15 energy here, a 1 and a 5. 3 5s equal, 15. Many of us see those 555 energies. 555 on the clock, on our license plates. It can be to the point that it makes you a little bit nuts. And it's all about change. Change is a-coming. Change is a-happening. Be aware. Accept the change. Go with the flow. However, you also want to accept the change that's going to be for the betterment. Okay? You don't want to just accept when, if somebody's doing bad behavior, you do not want to accept that and say, well, I have to accept it. No. Bad behavior is bad behavior, and I'm not sure why I'm telling you about that one, but the devil, remember, fear is a tool of the devil. So if you're worried, if you're afraid, hey, you got to give it to your higher power, whoever that is to you. I give it to God and say, hey, you got to handle this because it's too big for me. Okay? So this is facing fears. Now, the interesting thing, and I've really come to appreciate the depths of this. So this one, he does have his hand up. He has his hand down. Looks like he has some sort of a flaming torch or flaming club in the one. He's got these, there's a lot of gray and black in the background with that. His eyes are a little skewed, so, he's not necessarily the soundest person. The pentacle or pentagram on him is skewed also, so things are just not the way they're supposed to be. It's not the way that's supposed to be. And you see the people here. You see the feminine and the masculine energy. They're in chains. They're in, they're bound. Now the thing about it is they could slip this. They could slip these chains. At this point, they choose to be where they're at. Now the interesting thing is with this is, if you notice, they're losing their humanity. They're losing their humanity. So, what does that really mean? So again, so what I would say here is, again, this is where, going back to what when in prayer, hey, it is always darker before the dawn. Have faith, believe, things are happening, things are changing. We do have something new on that horizon. We have to face our fears. We have to, again, tool of the devil tries to keep you from progressing, tries to keep you, and progressing, tries to keep you from ascending, tries to keep you from your divine purpose. Okay? So we have that. Oh, so 1 and a 5 is also a 6. 6 is the number of man. It's the energies. It's what you can do. These people, these souls' existence, they could slip these chains. Look at it. There's enough that they could let it go and they could run, but they would rather stay. It's one of those things, stay with the devil than face what you don't know. Anyway, so to me, there is new stuff coming. We might be hearing some stuff this coming week, but it could, there could be some fear base. There could be some fear energy going on with it. It's like, oh, well, what else is happening? What else is happening? We do have more control than we think. At least we have control on that spiritual realm. Again, prayer, meditation, sending it to the heavens, asking for our help, asking for the angels to come and help. Okay, next card is, we've got, again, another ace. Now that, again, is reversed. This is the Ace of Cups, 1, new beginning. Cups is our water energy. It's our Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. There's a lot of Scorpio stuff going on right now. There's also very much, so here we have the one hand coming from the one direction, and then we have the other coming from the other direction. One is holding the sword, one is holding the cup. There is water flowing. There is a dove of peace. It's a very, I'm not going to say necessarily that it's a religious symbol here. I'm going to say it's a spiritual awakening, a spiritual symbol, okay? Because that Hierophant, get out of here, Hierophant. If you've been following me, not a fan of the business of religion, okay? Very, very controlling. This is mysterious. This is spiritual. This is beyond that veil. This is, things are happening. There is a new emotional development, a new emotional growth. Maybe this is that ascension energy. That fear, we have to be careful. We have to be aware. If we are aware that we're afraid, we can then bring it to higher power and say, I can't handle this. Oh yeah, many times I'm like, no, I'm afraid. I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm going to live my day because this is my day. And basically, hey, God, source, you've got to handle this for me. It's bigger than me. Okay? So I make that choice. And that's what part of that free will is all about. Anyway, let's see. Colette Baron Reed. Higher power. This looks like it's an interesting week for us. There is an awareness. There is new coming. So we have a 1-1-5-1. So, but that 5 is about change. Remember, change, change, change. So let's see, higher power, what else do you want to say for us? What else do we have? What else do we have this coming? Oh, okay. Okay, so now we have, again, reversed. We have the Hanged Man. We have a 12. This is, again, a major arcana. We have a 12, 1, again, new beginnings. 10 of that 12, 10 plus 2. 10 is a transitional energy. 2 is choices. What do you choose? Add the 1 and the 2 together becomes a 3, which is an extremely powerful number. Celebration, creativity, but it's also the power of 3. So we have the Hanged Man. It's always interesting. This person is, basically hanging from one leg, yet at the same time looks at peace, looks as this person, like he is, or his angelic is in peace, not necessarily worried too much. And it's all about, you've got to have a different perspective. You have to look at things. You have to look for you have to look, and you have to know that the dawn is coming. The light will be shining again. So the Hanged Man is a really good reminder for us. And it's also kind of saying, don't always believe what you see. Don't always believe what you see. Make sure you're connecting with your higher power. Make sure you're connecting God, Source, Holy Spirit, whoever that is to you. Make sure you have that connection. Make sure, as I am always saying, stay shining, that you are, putting out the light, you're emanating your light, you're emanating your spirit. You're a light worker, you're a star seed. Little bit of a difference between the two. Some can be both. But there's a lot happening, and I always feel, and I know this, that the majority of the people that watch, that, you were sent here just as I was sent here, for a purpose. And this is part of our purpose. And Hanged Man, look at things differently. It's not, don't be afraid. I mean, to me, if I was upside down hanging, I'd be like, I would black out within a matter of moments just from all the blood rushing to my head. Yet this person has more faith. This person has more abilities, and just knows that things are going to be okay. Okay? So, interesting week. As always, too, if you've watched the introduction, let me know what you think about all of this. Okay, what are you reading in these cards? I always appreciate hearing from you. So take a moment, too, because this is really, really important. You really do encourage me with your comments, but also with liking, sharing, subscribing, clicking on the bell. It keeps me coming back twice a week, as I usually do. Okay, so why don't we start our readings now? And hello to my wonderful Aquariuses, and how are you doing, my loves? I hope it's going to be an interesting week. Even though, the message is kind of like, and the introduction, but then there's a lot of power. The people that watch, you are more powerful than you think you are. Your energies are strong. So let's see, what does higher power have to say, wants to tell our Aquariuses? Again, like I said, stand strong, stand straight. You are stronger than you actually think. And I know sometimes I'm like, I don't want to be that strong, but you know what? You are my Aquariuses. So we're all made for this moment. We were all made for this time. So let's see what we have. Higher power. What do you have for our Aquariuses? What do you want to tell our Aquariuses? Here we go. I think that Mars in Gemini, right? Mars in Gemini. I think that's going to push a lot of your, did I say that in the intro? I think that's going to be interesting with your Saturn that's in Aquarius right now. Woo! That's going to be big. That's going to be big. You're going to feel that energy. Okay. 3 cards. Nothing's reversed. Let's see what we've got going for my Aquarians. First card, this has been popping up, and I take my cards and I put them in different spots. So what's up down there? Change your life. Okay, change your life. So I put them in different spots. This has been popping up. Queen of Gabriel, more and more for this reading. So something about taking charge, about really getting out there, believing in yourself, not taking any guff from anyone. Guff, G-U-F-F. Not taking any guff, okay? Not taking any, hey, no, I am in charge of my life. Yeah, you know what? We are as in charge of our life as we can be, but this is taking back that power, taking back that the reins, the control, the choices that we have. The Queen of Gabriel is larger and more confident than many of the other cards, okay? So, Queen's underlying energy is, because court cards have 2 energies, the Queen's underlying energy is water. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. That Scorpio is all about, it's digging deep. It's digging up ditches in many ways. But, it's fluid, it's emotional, it's very spiritual. Gabriel is our fire energy. Yes, Leo and Aries. It's also Sagittarius. Powerful. Again, think of the flames. Think of it being consuming, passionate, just all consuming in many ways. So the Queen, like I said, this is you pulling back the things that maybe have been taken from you, maybe you have given. There's many, and I haven't said this for a while. I have said this in my times, in some of the times, but a lot of times we have to make a choice. We have to get out there and say, am I am taking back all that I have given. So many times we can hear ourselves say, oh, I gave him or her my heart. You know what? I'm taking back my heart. I gave that person a piece of my mind. I'm taking back the pieces of my mind that I gave or that were even taken from me. Oh, I feel like so much has been taken from me. I am taking back what has been taken from me. And many of this, my Aquarius is, your air sign, so I'm always with you. Be verbal. Say it. Say it out loud. Bring it back to you. Even if this is, where we're past that that full moon. I'm doing this pretty much on the full moon. It's on the 12th, so it's part of that. But so you can do that now, but get out there and start reclaiming. Start reclaiming what you have given. And, I'm not just talking about the physical. I'm talking about the metaphysical. This is reclaiming your spiritual life and maybe even your physical life. Anyway, the Queen of Gabriel is passionate, charming, brilliant, and independent. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. So check your birth charts to see, because she's been popping up a lot. I think she was in some of the fire. I think she's in some of the earth, and now she's in the air energies here too. So let's see what this one is. The Lovers. So now we have a 6, the number of man. Energies you put into something to make something happen. This is Archangel Raphael. Raphael is the healer, emotional healer, spiritual healer. You think of it, if it needs healing, Raphael is the archangel for you to talk to. Now the Lovers can be about romantic relationships, but the Lovers is also learning to forgive. Some of it is learning to forgive others. Some of it is learning to forgive yourself. We all make mistakes. And we, as long as we learn from them, then we can say, okay, hey, I learned from them. Now I can move on from them too. So there is healing with the Lovers. There is connections with the Lovers. The Lovers come together with, this could be a new love, but this could also be a relationship that you now have to reformulate, reconnect with too. But then Raphael, there is healing with this card. There is healing in relationships. So let's see. Make choices from your heart. Deeply emotional commitments. The power of love. Okay, let's see what we have here now. Major Arcana also. The 7 of Michael. That popped up for one of the cards too. I can't remember. Not as much as the Queen though. So 7's divine umbrella, divine intervention. It is a divine number. Michael is your energy, Gemini, and it is also Libra energy. There are things happening. There are options opening up for you. Again, this is about reclaiming. Reclaiming, again, your spiritual life. It could definitely be. Reclaiming that physical life. It definitely could be. But because of this, it's reclaiming your path even. Maybe you have been, shifted off of your path. We all have to make choices in our lives that aren't easy, and sometimes it's kind of like, no, I really want to do this. I want to be an artist, but I have to make money to support my family. I want to be spiritual, but I have to live in the present. I have to live in the physical. So this is kind of like, this is a time period. This week is one of those times that I shouldn't say opportunities, but it's like that veil, the veil between the, here and, the physical and that metaphysical is going to be thinner. And I do feel like the veils are like dropping off of the eyes and you're going to be able to see your way. So going back to the introduction, if we go back to the introduction with the Devil card where they're in binds and they're in chains, this would be a time where I would say, if this was for you, my Aquariuses, you slip the chains. You release the chains. You get out of Dodge. You say, nope, I'm not staying with you. I'll try door number 3. Okay? That's an old reference to, well, I think the show has come back yet anyway. What is it? Oh, you'll know. You'll tell me what it is anyway. Let's make a deal. Anyway, so well, you're not making any deals though. You're making choices. How's that? You're making choices now. Anyway, there is a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. So interesting, but there's going to be a lot of forgiveness with this, and that it could even be forgiving yourself. So, yeah, there's choices. There's choices. There's you're the one that's going to be, okay? You're the one that's going to be you're going to be slipping off those chains and reclaiming. You're reclaiming. I'm feeling major reclamation for my Aquariuses. Here we go. Let's see, Guardian Angels, what do you have to say for our Aquarians? Here we go. Ten of Action. Well, 10 of Action is usually a burdensome type of energy, but 10 is transition, so we have a 6, 7, 1, 0. So 1, new beginning, 10, transition, 0, God source energy. Action is our fire energy. Again, we have the fire, but you're working too hard, so this might be why you're reclaiming your life again. The angels are asking you to find a healthy balance between your career and your personal life. Be willing to ask for help from others in order to lighten your load so that you can take better care of yourself. Straining to make others happy can be harmful to your health. Interesting with that, as I'm telling you that you're, reclamation. Yeah. I've been there. It's kind of like, oh my gosh, I'm nuts. I'm nuts to stay in a job that I'm working 60 to 80 hours a week in. I'm nuts. You might be making a good salary. You might, everything, it pays your bills. All that is good. And you're like, but I could get 2 jobs and make more money. Anyway, let's see what we've got here. We're going to be using the inspirational wisdom from angels and fairies. Very feminine energies. So I do like that part about it. So let's see what we have here for my Aquariuses. Little butterfly is not reversed. Ooh, guardian of the sun and moon. The feminine and the masculine. I like that. Oh, here we go. The change you may seek may be outside your comfort zone. Ask for the strength to help you move forward. Whoa. That's very strong. Okay. It may be outside your comfort zone, but it is a change. So let's see what crystal or energy would be very helpful to my Aquariuses. Yeah, so do you want to stay? Again, when I think of the devil and those 2 people in bondage and chains, and that has become their comfort zone, and it's not a healthy one. It's not a healthy one. So let's see what is there for my Aquariuses. Crystal energy reversed. Iolite. Iolite's been coming up a couple of times too. Magical powers, feminine divine, work connections, inspiration. Let me know, my Aquariuses. Please comment. Let me know what this all means to you and who this really resonates with. Anyway, take a moment also, because this helps to keep me doing what I'm doing. I need your likes. I need your comments. So like, share, subscribe, click on the bell so that I can return. This is something that helps me, encourages me by you doing this. Okay, anyway, take a moment though. Also, always know, my Aquarians, always know this, and this is the most important part. Know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.